Hey, kindergarten, first grade friends, grab your time packet and your clock. Today we're going to be using this to work on. I'm going to use mine, or maybe I'll use that one, depends on how it's working, because I can move that one easily, so I need two hands. Oh no, not too bad. All right, so we're not going to work on this yet. We are going to read a book, and in this book it's going to tell us to find times on our clock. So we're going to talk about that. There are two ways to write time. One is using the colon and the 2 zeros, and one is writing the word o'clock. So this is just talking about an hour. So for example, our Zoom yesterday was at 11 o'clock. So you would write 11 like that, o'clock, or you could do 11 and the word o'clock, and it was done at 11 a.m. Not p.m. That would have been bedtime, in bed, sleeping. So those are some ways to write when you're writing the time somewhere. All right, so we're going to read this book. What time is it? And it's going to give us riddles as to when this might have happened in the day, and there might be a clock, analog or digital, on the page. And when you know the time, show the time here. So how you do that is, for example, our Zoom yesterday was at 11 o'clock. The hour, we're only going to really be moving the hour hand during this activity. The hour is going to go on the 11, and the minute hand that says o'clock goes right up to the top on the 12. So this shows 11 o'clock when we had our Zoom meeting. So that's how you use the hour. So we're just going to be moving the hour hand. So you don't need to move the minute hand at all. You can hold it there while you move it. That's just today, learning about the hour. All right, here we go. What time is it? Book of Math Riddles. This book's written by Sheila Keenan.
I'm like, that's a lot of words.
All right. In the middle of the day, your stomach starts to say, "Feed me." What time is it? Do you see the clock? It's when lunchtime is. So find your hour hand and move it to look at 12 o'clock. And so how you would write it, so this is going to take some time. There's a 1 and 2 to the 12. 12 o'clock that way, or with the words, and it's 12
p.m.
p.m. So you would write it.
Oh,
I guess I could write it in front. I did make space for that. Look at that, I was smart. And so 12 p.m. because it's now the afternoon. All right, it's going to be lunchtime for us soon. It's afternoon. Let's have some fun. A baseball game has just begun. What time is it? So it's an hour later. For first grade friends, or maybe kindergarten, maybe you already know. An hour later, what would it be? So right now, if you were looking at the clock here, do you know what it says? It says 1 o'clock. So now that minute hand, hour hand has gone all the way around, and now the hour hand is on the 1 and the 12. So you would write it 1 o'clock and 1 p.m. just like that. All right, let's keep going. 1 is too early. 3 is too late. If you come in between, that would be great. What time is it? So it looks like so far this book is going an hour by hour. So we had 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, so what's next? 2 o'clock, so find 2 o'clock on your clock. I'm gonna do, this will be the last time I show this, and then we can, you guys, I think, get it. So you would write 2 o'clock, 2 with the colon, 2 zeros, or you could write the word 2 o'clock, or 2 p.m. All right, so I'll stop with that so we can get through the book. All right, here we go. School is out. Let's hop on the bus. Wait till Mom sees what we brought with us. What time is it? I don't see an analog clock, but I see a digital clock somewhere. Do you see it? It's on the bus. That tells you what time you get there. So let's move. We are going to move our clock. Move our clock to 3 o'clock. So we had 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and now 3 o'clock. We went out to play at 3:30. We'll talk about that later. Only a half an hour, said Mom. Don't get dirty. Uh-oh. 30 minutes later, it was time to go. Mom took one look at us and cried, "Oh no, what time is it?" Must be time to do something. Mom's all dressed up. Look at them. So it's on the, our hand is on the 4. So what time is that? 4 o'clock. So show 4 o'clock on your clock. What do you think the next one's going to be? Let's see if we can find it. Oh, they tricked us. The big hand is straight. The little hand is too. Dinner's on the table. I hope it's not stew. What time is it? They skipped an hour. Let's see if I skipped a page. Nope, I didn't. So now, like they said, one hand is straight and one is. So the hour hand is straight up and so is the minute hand. So when it's like that, it is 6 o'clock. Let's point it on the 6. You always say the hour number first. 6 o'clock. All right, let's keep trying. My dog gets up early at 6:30. He waits half an hour and then he does tricks. What time is it? I see a digital clock. So now they've slept, had dinner, did their thing, and now it's time to wake up because this says AM, and AM means the morning. PM means the afternoon. So now 7 o'clock, but it's gone many hours. While you were sleeping, your clock was moving and moving, and now it's time to wake up at 7 o'clock. Time to wake up, time to go to bed. Either way, I'm a sleepyhead. What time is it? So the dog got up at 7, but she didn't. He didn't. It's now on his clock. What time is it? 8 o'clock. So now he's really getting out of bed. So show 8 o'clock on your clock. 8 o'clock. At 8 in the morning, which is what we just did, Dad leaves on the train. 1 hour later, he's running a crane. What time is it? I see a digital time inside the crane. Do you see it? 1 hour later, he left. So now it's 9 o'clock. All right. 8 hours more. Oh my goodness, 8 hours more. Can you figure out what time it's going to be? Dad's job is all done. Stop the crane, catch the train. Run, Dad, run. What time is it? Shows the time on the train. 8 hours later. So you're going to move it to 5 o'clock. So this will be not as easy as the others. You're going to go 8 hours. To make sure my 12 is up. So I'm going to move my hour hand all the way around. All these hours he worked. All the way to 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. So does yours show that? Hour hand on the 5 and up straight, 1 o'clock. I got up at 7 and grabbed a broom. 3 hours later, so 7 o'clock, show it on yours. We're back to the morning again. Maybe, this is his day now. Dad was at work, now someone new. They got up at 7 in the morning, so show that. 3 hours later, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 o'clock, shows there on the digital. Show that. I'm still cleaning my room. Uh-oh. Has it ever taken you guys 3 hours to clean your room? I hope not. It is looking pretty messy, but it's getting there. Can I try that for a minute? My brother asked at 10. It took me an hour to get my toy back again. So when he started playing with it at 10 o'clock, which is on here already, and it took him an hour. What time is it now? 11 o'clock. In 1 hour. You're fast asleep. The monsters creep. Hands up. What time is it? Oh, my goodness. So when it shows here, 12 o'clock. So.
Oh, that's 1.
Thank you. That's the hard part of a clock that turns like this. So make sure it's always up. So this says 2 things. It's 3 things. 12 o'clock, AM or PM, depending on if it's lunchtime or midnight or in the middle of the night. You can call it afternoon or noontime, which is 12 o'clock in the afternoon at lunch. Or you can call 12 o'clock midnight when it's in the middle of the night. So this has a lot of different names, and you just have to know what time of day it is that it's happening. So let's do a little test. This one kind of went in order. We did the first one where we had Zoom show me 11 o'clock. So we put the hour hand on the 11. So now we're going to show me, let's see, when we would normally, when I would get here to school, when we had school time, I would get here at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m. So show me on your clock, 8 o'clock. So what would that look like on your clock? There's how it is on the numbers. So leave the minute hand And we move the hour hand all the way to the 8. So you can even ask, you can use your clock to say, tell Mom what time is.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
My finger
Her
went
hand's
in
getting
front.
tired. We're almost done. You can ask Mom, what time is dinner going to be, or breakfast or lunch? And she can say, oh, at 5 o'clock we're going to eat. So you can show it on your clock to remember, oh, when the clock says this, that's when it's time to eat. Quick pages in here, you're going to do 2 of them. It has to do with the o'clocks. This page is a mouse in the house. It's right after the one where you were looking for analog and digital clocks in the house. Can't wait to see which ones you found. But you're just finding out what time it is. So the hour hand is the small one, and it's pointing at the 7. So you would write 7. Let me grab my pencil. 7 o'clock. And so you do the same with these. It's pointing on the 12, so it would be 12 o'clock. So you're just writing the number in according to the hour. These are all by the hours. And then the same with the second page. This one is you're going to choose. Does it say 5 o'clock or does it say 12 o'clock? Remember, you're looking for the small hand, the hour hand. So which one is that pointing to? The 5. So you can use a crayon and color it. I'll just do it lightly with my pencil, just so you can see that it's colored. So does this one say 4 o'clock or 9 o'clock? And you'll color in the one it is. So that is your work today, practicing those hours and filling them in. And you can even, when you're doing yours at home, AM or PM, remember AM is in the morning, PM is in the afternoon. I will find out what those actually mean. I forget because I don't use that very often.
I used to know it, and I can't remember now.
The AM stands for something, so is the PM. Your parents probably can find out right away now because they can go on, they can ask, or maybe they already know it in their head. Me, I forgot. Yeah.
Meridian? Doesn't it have to do with meridian?
It does, but I can't. We'll find out, and I'll tell you tomorrow, Monday. All right, have fun telling time, and we'll see you later. Bye.